please. When preparing to tell you a little bit about Jimmy's life, there's some amazing, fascinating numbers that just jumped off the page. So I'm going to use these numbers to tell you a little bit about Jimmy. The first number is 10. Jimmy is one of 10 siblings. He was born, raised, grew up in Augusta, and he's a twin. And so the next number is Deuce. He's a twin of Timmy. Timmy and Jimmy Richards growing up. They were born on April 8, 1961. That's important because that's my birthday as well. So I can always remember Jimmy's birthday. And we grew up together. The next number is 26. He and Dana have been married for 26 years. And they have 4 wonderful children who are with us today. Danielle, who is expectant with the first grandchild in November. Caitlin is a court reporter here in Augusta. And Lindsay is a junior at ASU, and she also works with Dr. Danny Shin, the dermatologist. And Blake is a junior at Evans Christian Academy. And when talking to the family about what is Jimmy's hobby, it's spending time with his children. I said, well, you know, surely he does something else. And it's no, spending time with his family is Jimmy's main hobby. An amazing number is 29. He has spent 29 years with the Pollock Company. Is there anyone else that has worked with their employer for more than 29 years here in this room? We've got two out of 100 people here today. Pretty amazing. He's Executive Vice President of Sales for the Pollock Company. Everyone knows about Jimmy's service to Rotary. He was named the first Kemp Per Year Rotarian of the Year a couple of months ago. He headed up the CART Fund last year, and they had record fundraising of the CART Fund, and he serves on the board this year. His civic work includes Boys and Girls Club, Paul Anderson Home. When talking to Jimmy's family and siblings about how do you describe Jimmy, and these words were repeated over and over: work ethic, integrity, and we see Jimmy's father in Jimmy. Of the 10 siblings, Jimmy most resembles his father, Cliff Richards, who ran Richards Paint and Body Shop for many years. But summing it all up, number one in Jimmy's family, in Jimmy's life is his family, and that's the most important number, his family. So again, let's hear it for our newest Paul Harris Fellow, Jimmy Richards.
The presentation of a Paul Harris Fellow is the Rotary Foundation's way of expressing its appreciation for substantial contributions to its humanitarian and educational programs. It's named for our founder, Paul Harris, a Chicago lawyer who started Rotary International with 3 business associates in 1905. Rotarians often designate a Paul Harris Fellow as a tribute to a person whose life demonstrates shared purpose with the objectives of the Rotary Foundation. Today we have the honor and pleasure of recognizing Jimmy Richards as he becomes a Paul Harris Fellow. A world of peace and goodwill comes a little closer as Jimmy becomes a Paul Harris Fellow. It is because of gifts like these that are made in Jimmy's honor that the Rotary Foundation is able to carry out an array of programs that achieve beneficial changes in our local community and in our world. Improved living conditions, increased food production, better education, wider availability of treatment and rehabilitation for the sick and disabled, new channels for the flow of international understanding, and brighter hopes for peace. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, Jimmy, to present you with the certificate and pin, which are emblems of the Paul Harris Fellow. Please rise to congratulate Jimmy.
Thank you, President Denny. Thank you, Leland, for the kind words. And I'd like to thank the club, the board, President Kevin, for this award. I'm very honored, and I thank each and every one of you. Thank you.
Well deserved, Jimmy. Thank you for all the work that you do to make our club what it is.